Hey everybody, it's your favorite mumbler from the Dabbleverse, Mumbling Nick. As some of you may know, I've been wanting to get a political show off the ground for a long time now. Political slash Dabbleverse show. I'm gonna call it People in Glass Houses. I just gotta get my ass in gear. I gotta get this thing going. Politics has never been hotter in the Dabbleverse. Everyone's talking about Trump and the assassination attempt and Biden and his dementia and him dropping out. Does he know he dropped out? All that stuff. So let's just get this thing going. I promise you the videos and the quality and everything will get better as we go along, but I just got to get this first video out of here. And right now there's a hot topic going on. Everyone's talking about the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games, and some right wing Christians, which there's a lot of you of in the Dabbleverse, you're kind of upset because you think they mocked the Last Supper. So I just got to ask right off the bat, why are you guys watching the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games? I've never watched that. I don't know if it's because I like pussy or what. I don't know. It's fucking weird. You guys drinking espresso martinis while you're watching it. Just do it. Just do it. I don't know. I mean, I got to be honest. A lot of LGBTQ stuff I first learned from right wingers. I didn't know who the hell Dylan Mulvaney was until you guys started flipping out and Kid Rock started blowing up beer cans. And now this thing, the ceremony's over 4 hours long, and you guys are complaining about this small part. I mean, did you watch all 4 hours? Did you know you didn't have to watch it? Just a little tip: if you don't like something, you don't have to watch it. Anyway, so apparently the big issue is there's some trans people did a little thing. You think they mocked the Last Supper? I gotta tell you, I watched it because of you guys, and I don't see it. I mean, first off, Christians, just so you know, not everything's about you. I know Stuttering John, he had to learn the same thing. Not everything's about Stuttering John. One of the big issues with Christianity is they liberally took from all sorts of things. They took from other religions, they took from paganism, they took from mythology. So sometimes if you see something, you think it came from Christianity, it really didn't. It came from somewhere else, like this thing. Now, I don't know why you thought it was the Last Supper. There's no table, there's no food, there's no Jesus, there's no disciples. How's that the Last Supper? There's not even the right amount of people. There's supposed to be 13 people, 12 disciples and Jesus. I counted 17, 18 when the blue guy showed up. I mean, we'll talk about him later. I know there's one person in there in particular you're upset about because there was one child, and in your heads, mistakenly, you think trans equals child molester, and there's just no correlation. Unfortunately, there is a correlation too many times with priest and child molester, so maybe worry more about that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I may be an atheist now, but I grew up Catholic, so I know about these things. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's just say it was the Last Supper, which it wasn't, which I already established. Why do you say they were mocking it? Everything seemed respectful to me. That there was a person in the middle with their hand shaped like a heart, signaling love. There was lovely music in the background, slow dancing. None of that fast gyration with quote unquote men in dresses, as you guys always complain about. Everything was pretty respectful. The only thing I can think of is you don't see trans people, as God's children. So that just upset you. So you think they're mocking you by throwing their LGBTQ transness in your face or whatever you think. I don't know. But you guys got to get over that. You got to get over that hate. There's too much hate in the world. We don't need it in the Dabbleverse. The Dabbleverse should be an escape. No getting mad at people, no mocking people, no dragging family in, no doxing, none of that. Anyway, back to the story. So when I went to check this thing out after you guys flipped out, I figured had to be one of two things. Either it was a French thing, because a lot of times the host country, tries to do something native to them, or it was a Greek thing, because the Olympics originated in Greece. Sorry, not Greek, Greece. Just so you know, Nicholas, my name is a Greek name. Not that that mattered. Anyway, so when I looked into it, there's a Greek god, and I'm going to butcher his name. I believe it's pronounced Dionysus. We'll just go with that. And, he had ivy coming from him. He was the Greek god of all sorts of things. The Greek god of fertility, pleasure, wine, fruit, orchids, vegetation, festivity, merriment, food, theater, you name it. Pretty much all the stuff that was on the screen, all the stuff that was around him. I'm pretty sure, the word festivity or festive is even in the background at one point. It was clearly this. It was clearly homage to Greece and this Greek god, not the Last Supper. Nothing was being mocked. Get over it. End of story. Boom. Glad Mumbling Nick could teach us something. Use the Dabbleverse to teach you, and here we go. Now let's just have some fun. No more of this garbage. All right, guys? Anyway, I want to thank you for coming to my first ever episode. Pretty rocky, but we're going to get through it. We're going to have all new topics. If there's any topics you guys want to talk about, comment in the video. Hit me up on Twitter. Love to hear from you. If any of you want to come on and talk politics, that'd be fantastic too. I don't want to be up here mumbling by myself all the time. You don't have to agree with me or disagree with me. It'd be great just to talk. All right, guys? This is Mumbling Nick thanking you again, saying you don't cross the nooch. And it wasn't the Last Supper, you fucking pussies. Just do it.